Yo, what's up, baby? Pal. I didn't watch it. I did do my 5th podium with Crossbones. Took me a few tries to get a decent run in, and I could have done better. I messed up at the end, but I still did a good run, so I'll take that. It's not worth it to try and push it any higher. Sorry, I was like, I needed to, my computer was like crapping out on me. And I also need my music in my ears. I also do need to run one of these to get those done. Skill, Cosmic, Mutant Science. I could run Skill, Science. Yeah, we could do a Skill. I was thinking Mutant, but I could do that since that one goes that way and that one goes that way, just in case. If we have any of the other tags, we could knock out 2 next time. So let's do a Skill. And Chillll is just slow. Moment I think is like the best for skill, specifically for the Vanguard. He does like the fastest. He's a quickie. Alright, I'm trying to multitask, and it is not being very taskful or multious. I did get up to like 40. I got over 40 Furies. Did I hit 50? I might have hit 50. Like, I was hitting hard. Dude, he does such stupid damage with that many Furies, man. Special 3 does like a million damage with that many Furies. Yeah, mine's only rank 2. I mean, he's solid. I have a bunch of skills. Like, the problem is I have a lot of champions I would love to rank 3. That I have like the basics and the T6 for. I just don't have enough tier 4 alpha. Like, that is such a limiting thing. I would do so many rank 3s. But I need to like conserve it because I need that to also do the rank 4 rank up. So like, they need to open up the floodgate some more on the freaking tier 4 alpha. Like, go ahead and limit my rank 4s by the T7 still. That's totally fine. But like, give me some more of the other stuff to work with, man. Can't do like any rank 3s and be able to do the rank 4s of what I like. Anyway, it's anywho, what am I doing? Again, if you have to Coliseum. I mean, if you selected that, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna take the T7 still. I'm still gonna take the T7 over a bunch of, because it would be what, like 4? You could take 4 or 5 tier 4 alpha. Like, getting like a full T7, I think is more valuable, but overall. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, I was trying to get this set up. It's like, I totally lost the train of thought of what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention to where everyone fell. What the heck is that? How did you wind up doing overall for your the Coliseum run? For a first time, like, I feel like my score is pretty solid. Obviously some of the people that have done like insane runs have scored far higher, but I'm happy with going over 20 million points. Like, I feel like that's pretty good. That's definitely not reasonable to expect that from everybody in the alliance, in any alliance really, because that's, I mean, that's a lot of attempts, especially when there's you're not having to grind the experience. Why the heck did this, like, what is going on here? Why did that open that? Like, I didn't even click on it. Chill. So no, yeah, no, Coliseum's done. I'm not worrying about it. I finished it before I started the stream. I did a few runs of Crossbones to get a good run in, and I'm happy with what I finally did. So. That was so bad. I don't know why I freaking. He was still unstoppable. Damn, it all fell off. Whoops. Alright, we should be dead. Damn, that was a heavy. I messed that up, but dude, a friggin' rank 4 ascended. I mean, I did mess that up, so that slowed me down a little bit, but still, like Iron Man, way faster. Well, don't worry about that, Hal. You'll get the they'll comp you the tokens for the next time. So you won't have to buy them for next time to do the upgrades. So, don't even worry about it. I don't remember the daily crystals saying what the drop rates were on them. Did they always say the drop rates? Is that new? Did they? I don't remember them having the actual drop rates on these. Either way, well, one more and we can do a 10 pop. So tomorrow we can do a 10 pop. Or I'll do a 10 pop. Either way. Either way. It should be for anything. If you bought them in game too, like it should count. Yeah, it should. Hold on. let me just pull up the. Do they specifically? Because I believe it says. Let's see. Podium upgrade tokens. In-game and on the web store. And every player who purchased Podium upgrade tokens during the first day of the event will automatically receive the proper number of tokens once the current Coliseum ends. So if you bought them in-game, you've still bought them. So they were, yeah, inconsistency with appearing in-game and on the web store. So I would say it should. Because otherwise, yeah, those units would just be it just evaporated, and that's like, that wouldn't make sense to just have that happen. So you should get comp for it. That's how I would take it. Oh, I totally forgot about the oh, this maxed anyway. Okay, so we get one more crystal, and I'm not overly fussed about all the ISO, so we got one more Nexus to pop. The other 5 got me 4 5 stars and 1 6 star out of Nexuses. Like, I've had better non-Nexus pops of 5. Like, it was really bad. So where is that crystal at? It's gonna take forever to open up 100 Nexus freaking Sig stones, man. I think once I hit 100, I'm gonna stop like selecting those. So 3 more. Where the crap is that Nexus at? It's probably up higher, isn't it? Yeah, it's just right above the 6 stones. Jeez. Alright. Come on, 7 star. We'll take it. We'll take it. How many like 6 star Nexuses do I have? A lot of 6 star Nexuses. I've got 24 6 star Nexus crystals. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's see, I finished that off. So, yeah, I messed up this morning, and so I didn't do any extra arena this morning. So this should be done, but it's not. So I'm gonna do my once through, and then I'll finish it off tomorrow. But I will still finish off the featured arena, which actually I mean to do first to get the champion level cooldown. That's my bad. But then we need to see what we can do in Battlegrounds. Those also reset those objectives, so. But yeah, I mean, I'm honestly really doubtful they changed the way the mode functions. I really hope that since the solo doesn't seem to be entirely finalized, that it like the solo winds up not being kind of as sucky as the Alliance one. Like, I think overall, like I said, it's just the peak rewards great, but as like an AQ mode, I think it sucks. So if they want to like run it as like a solo thing regularly, and have that be thing and not be like have rank rewards to it, just have like peak milestones or something, I think that would be great. Depending on how they do it, but as it currently is, I think it's, I mean, like I said, the reward's great, but as an AQ mode, it sucks. Yo, what's up, PP? Activate on the baby account. Nice. How big is the? How big is that account? What am I doing? What is going on here? Like solar raids. I wouldn't mind that actually. As an idea at the moment. Honestly, I like getting up, like, it's crazy just how much it adds up. Like, I mean, it's only one token a day, but it adds up because there's not like regular, like, higher amounts of those tokens just like you can just get in content places. So like, if you've not been doing that every day since it's been added, you've missed out on so much. I mean, it's been in there, what, 3 months? Has it been that long? 3 months that the solo raid thing's been in there now? Maybe? At least? If not longer, it feels like. I don't know, it feels like it's been there a while. That's more than 10% of level 66 even. 34. Okay, that is pretty small then. Okay. Yeah, if you could just hit Valiant though, like you could use the tokens and you could immediately hit level 60. Which is nice. Because you can't spend the tokens until you hit Valiant, but once you do, just immediately do all the levels at once and you just wind up with a butt ton of energy to go use. Come on. Dude, this arena AI is... I knew I was too early. Too late. I just can't dex that stupid. What sounds so much fun? Like they're just hitting all the levels at once. Yeah, well, I mean, if you spend the weekend, I mean, you have a full another week too. I mean, the banquet doesn't start till Friday. Like if you just spend the week on that account. I was like, I started hearing a weird noise. It's the fan of my computer. I was like, I'm not here. I'm like, the game's still showing. I'm like, oh, that's not the game sounds. Threw me so off. Not even funny. Yeah, if you could just like blitz Act 8, do like a once through. If you have the right champions, even if you just and have some like excess revives, it wouldn't be like too absurd to like even do a run of like if you could do an initial Necro run, that would be one rank 3, and then you get the other one from an initial Epoch run if you have the right champions you could use. Which, given only 34 7-stars, maybe not. But I'm just, if you happen to have those champions, that would probably be, maybe not Epoch more so. Necro, apart from like one of the faster options, that would take several hours. Whereas Epoch, you could probably do a run maybe slightly faster. I mean, the paths kind of take a while in there too, an hour and a half maybe. Yeah, like, have you seen my lag? I have worse lag than I've seen on anybody else watching streams. Like, I have really bad lag. Trying to complain about lag to me. I'm the king of lag. Yo, what's up, Nick Brown? We're doing all right. Yeah. I overslept. It's amazing how how alert you can wake up when you wake up in panic. Like, it doesn't matter how little you've slept. If you awaken in panic, like, you are completely alert, and you don't need, like, you're not even tired anymore. You're just like, and then you're not even tired. Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo, for sure. Not the biggest fan of Raph. Donatello's cool, and Leonardo is. I think Raph probably last for me. Michelangelo first, and maybe like a tie. Just kind of depends on what you're wanting for Leonardo and Donatello. I mean, yeah. Well, not all of them, I don't think. Leonardo was Da Vinci, Michelangelo the artist, Raphael, I'm not sure actually, and then Donatello. I think they're all artists, though, aren't they? After like Renaissance sort of like artists. I don't know who the other two are though, but they're all like famous names, like artists. That's sort of like fun fact that like everyone should know, but not everyone does. Even if you ask like an older person, like, well, I mean, the Ninja Turtles are like kind of an older thing anyway. But if you ask somebody like that might not even know, like that in that generation, whatever, that just happens to not know who the Ninja Turtles are, they would certainly should know like the names, like who they could potentially be named after. Because the famous. Like I said, either Raphael and Donatello, I'm actually not sure who those two were, but artists of some kind. Yeah. I see what you did there. I'm at least slightly somewhat cultured. Not like the most, but at least, you know, somewhat. I know a thing or two. Cause I've seen a thing or two. Ha! So that's a reference. Okay, the puns are terrible. Party dude. I mean, he's a party Ninja Turtle. Really, wildly different from like who he was named after. You dude. It's cool that I've still have this many. I think this is probably one of the most amount of units I've had going into the end of the year for the banquet, gifting, whatever have you. So I'm excited. See where it goes. At the very least, like we'll have a lot left over going into the new year, which would be good. Might be able to pick up a couple small items along the year. I did, but that was because like I still skipped on an event like last year, but I have like twice as many units as last year. So effectively like twice. So about 20,000 units more than last year. So, well, more than 20,000 because, like, I also don't think I had the battle chips at the end of the year. I don't think. I'm pretty sure I opened them. So I did grind more, because there was just a bunch of like times where I just didn't do arena last year, for one reason or another. The year before it was definitely like pretty similar. Like I just. Because when I went and visited my brother a couple years ago, for I was there two months. I didn't do hardly any arena. Are you talking about the Doom thing that they tried doing? That was like not even in game. That was like a web-based sort of browser that came around. Honestly, that was like just really annoying. But that's just me. I messed that up. I was trying to parry it and I blocked too early, and then when I let go to try and redo it, like it was too late. For Nimrod, more than X23. Now that I've seen X23, I was like actually hyped for her. You know, knowing she was buffed, but I didn't look at her like any of her play or the kid or anything. I was just like, she's getting buffed, like I'm gonna be hyped for it, and then I actually saw it and I'm just like, I'm less hyped for it now. So but it already is tomorrow. Today's Saturday. But it's Friday night. Time is weird, okay? Just don't even get me started on how funky it is. I haven't gone to bed yet, it's still Friday, but it's like, calendar-wise, it's technically Saturday. Tomorrow is technically Sunday. Tomorrow calendar is Sunday, but tomorrow is Saturday. Anyway, it's... Anyway. It's like my convention. Like... Yeah. Whiskey. I did not get enough sleep. There's always a problem, because like I keep doing this, and then I wind up not like getting up until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Which makes it really hard to like do anything practically productive. Well, I do need to go to the store. Well, see, this happened last week too. Like, I need to go to the store, but I could always not go Saturday and technically do it on Sunday. But either way, if I do it on Sunday, like, it'll be later, it's after church. So it'll still be dark either way. And I'm behind on, I just realized, I'm behind on, like, my shows, too. Ooh, got it, the extra damage. I can't skip another week. I do need to go to the store. Like, I have enough for sandwiches for all of next week, but I need to pick up some other stuff. I'll need to get some more animal crackers that will last me the week, and then just a couple other things that are just on sale that I want to like get more of. Yeah, but it's gonna be a low amount, and you need 3 of them to do a rank 5. So, a rune with the Morty. Because like I could put in the emote myself for the soundbite, but like I am the soundbite, so I can just do it. Like it's my soundbite, so like it's literally the sound's the same every time. I am. Yeah. I mean, it's accurate. I am the soundbite. I am all the sound bites except for one of them. I tried, and I couldn't make it sound right, so I just flipped it from YouTube. I tried several attempts on the one. I couldn't do it. Formula. Yep. Okay. We're going. We're a little tired. I'm kind of a bad. This is my own fault. But I mean, also technically my fault. I could have left it slightly earlier, but I wanted food, and I need to make a sandwich for more. I mean, I could have done something different. I didn't have to make a sandwich, but I opted to, and so I barely made it to work on time. I literally walked through the door, clocked myself in, and then like a couple seconds later, the time went up. Like, I clocked in right on time, and like a couple seconds after I clocked in, like the time changed to the next minute. So like a few seconds later, and I would have clocked in a minute late. But I still technically made it to work on time. Rick and Morty! Yeah, half of it. But the problem is like that's a quarter of the overall units, because half of the 4-star is half of the, or because the 4-star is half of the units, so only doing half of it is a quarter of it. Anyway, maths. You can smell it. Nice, dude. I have not been able to play consistently. I should have easily been able to get like 300 before, and I just haven't hit it yet. The 4-star one is a grind. The other two, like 50 rounds or less, honestly. And you just, if you only wanted the milestones, didn't go anything above just the units, like it's less than 50 rounds. For both those combined. It takes double that to do the 4-stars. Now it makes sense to be double of one, because it's twice as many units, but double the half should be equal to the half, approximately. You'd think, I mean, to make it, you know, even. So it's so much more inefficient to max out time-wise. Well, you gotta rank up some 4-stars, man. They look dirt cheap, and they don't use any of the same stuff you need for anything higher. Except for gold and ISO, which you shouldn't have any issues with. Because again, they don't take much ISO, and they don't take much gold either. Well, don't do them all in one sitting. Like, break it up. How do you know? Do you buy? I didn't know ISO. Like, I have so many crystals I could open if I needed ISO. Like, and I haven't needed to even open all this stuff for ISO. So I've just been like hoarding crystals. And I still have a bunch of ISO, but I haven't done like a ton of rank ups. I have a lot of rank ups that need doing, but yeah. So 12? Jeez. That's probably like 25 million gold plus. That's so much, dude. Yeah, that's full whale mode right there. It's like $800. It's a lot of extra, yeah. That makes sense. But still. Like, I've got, what was it, 4 million 5-star shards I could open for ISO. I've got a bunch of other I've got a bunch of just everything if I needed a straight ISO. Then I'm just open that stuff. Like, I save it specifically for ISO, and I just haven't needed to open any of them for a while, so they've kind of stocked up quite a bit. All the unit ones, yeah. It's not a lot of units. I mean, it's what 90 units a path or something like that. So that's actually not bad. If you've not actually run them. So yeah, that adds up. Yeah, I got the stand up. Beautiful. Well, rank 4s, like, they eat so much, dude. They really do. And duping a 7-star is 10 bricks of the biggest bricks, which is not that much more than just duping 4 stars. I mean, it's technically a little bit more, because that would be, it's equivalent of 35 of 5k bricks, which you get 5k bricks from just any other dupe, apart from 3 stars and 2 stars. So it's like 50% more ISO, basically. It's not much. The only upside, though, is that you can, like, use it faster than you used to be able to, because you don't have to bring it all to your inventory. You can use it from your stash, which saves so much. Dude, can you imagine how long that would have taken if you had to use it out of your stash, claim it back to your or your inventory rather, use that, and you could only use it 50 at a time, and you had to like change over a couple screens between each level up. Dude, would take for frickin' ever. Oh, 90 million. Dude, I got 430 million gold. 30 million was like a quarter of your gold. 30 million is not even 10% of my gold. It's piss all of my gold. What the heck did I just do? That was not what I mis-swapped. Nice. I've got rank up gems that need to use, but I'm just like, I don't know what I haven't been wanting to do rank 2s so much, because like a rank 2 is not particularly helpful to me for the most part, and it just eats up this other catalyst. And then rank 3s, it's like I need to do a rank 3 that's actually gonna be helpful to me, and most aren't immediately helpful to me. So it's really, I want to do rank 4s. So at this point, it's like, I'm rank 4ing champions that are already rank 3, and if they're not, I'll just... And same thing with, like, if I want to do a rank 3, because I haven't been doing rank 2s, they're usually going from rank 1 to rank 3, so it eats up a lot. Isn't supposed to give you real gold. I honestly, now that she's awakened, like she could 100% for the next Mystic go up. But I also want to take up Kindred because defense. But depending on what we get to, like how many rank 4s we're gonna be able to get to work with after Banquet. Because it's gonna be probably at least a little bit. I mean, honestly, we're getting enough radiance and stuff. We'll be able to do rank 4s fairly consistently. Probably get one, maybe on average, maybe one a month ish. I don't think is unreasonable. Outside of you know, special stuff, and then we'll get, you know, 9-4 with the culmination of, like, we'll probably get a couple there. I mean, we'll have a lot in the next few months. It might depend a little bit on RNG. I'm hoping to get at least 4 at a Banquet would be good. Anything more than that, I think would be lucky, quite frankly, because I got 5 basically out of Cyber. So if I could get like 4 at a Banquet, but it depends on how it's all set up. So I would be happy with 4, personally. Especially considering, like, the minimum I want to spend is about like 24,000 units. There we go. Ooh, we got it. Let's go. See, the problem was, like, unless they progression gate some of the milestones, I feel like compared to last year, it's going to be less compared to Cyber this year than it was last year. Because last year, like, you could basically the same amount of rank up stuff available to you in Cyber as Banquet. But I don't know that that's going to necessarily be the case, because, like, unless they progression gate it, like the rewards and stuff, because anybody at any rank can open, like, Thronebreakers don't need rank 4 stuff. Like, you're not ready for that at Thronebreaker. So it's like, but they can open up the same crystals as we can. So, just kind of the way it is. Yeah, I mean it's crazy because, like, Paragon isn't even 7-star related. Like, and this is another reason why we're behind on a progression. Like, a Valiant, like, I'm not even, like, close to what the requirement for Valiant is right now. Like, I'm so beyond that myself, and anybody that's been Valiant a solid length of time is so far beyond what the requirements of Valiant. Like, it's not even close. Like, we need another progression so badly. Not even funny. Right? Like, I mean, combined rank 3s plus rank 4s, I've got like 40 plus, you know, because I think I have like 30 some odd rank 3s still, and like 16 rank 4s. So, I mean, at this point, it has to be like, it has to be rank 5s. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that it's taking as long as it is, because we've been overdue for like at least 6+ months. We've been overdue, which means we should have gotten it like 9-10 months ago. And rank ups have just exploded on the rank 4s since this year, you know. So the question is, how many rank 5s, and how reasonable was that going to be for non-spenders? Because at this point, like, if I can't be whatever the next progression is, like day 1, that's a little bit problematic, because like I have been Valiant basically since the beginning. Like, technically I got it a little bit late, but like I've been at the top of you know, the progression. Paragon I was very late to, because like I think it existed or like it was like just coming out when I came back to the game. I was nowhere near being able, like, it took me several months of grinding to finally hit Paragon, to get the stuff I needed to hit Paragon. But because of the Necro stuff, I was technically a couple months late to Valiant, but I was at it to as early as it mattered to have it, basically. For like the Christmas gift 2 years ago. The last time I opened battle chips was when did I do that? So I'm pretty sure, because it was Heart of Fire. I was out of at the start of Heart of Fire. I'm pretty sure I've opened 5 million after that. So in the span of since Heart of Fire, at was that April, May, whatever. So I've gotten 9 million battle chips effectively in that time span since Heart of Fire ended. Wall breaker. Or wallet breaker. Sorry, I missed the T there. So doing all what I do generally for Arena, and what's available in some of the extra stuff, I get roughly you get roughly 1.25 million battle chips a month. Around there. Give or take, you know, a couple 100,000 maybe, depending on stuff going on. That's pretty consistently the rate of getting the battle chips. About 1.25 to 1.5 million a month. So it's like 300,000-ish a week. Give or take. Ouch. And of course you friggin' evaded. Dude, you dick. Okay. You're really annoying me right now. Dude, why you gotta be a dick? Honestly, I don't think we'll get new battleship crystals. I think Thronebreaker is the highest we'll see, especially now that Punisher is like coming out differently. For one, that and it's always been like a 5x. It's not reasonable. They're already 50,000 a pop for the biggest ones. You can't get battleships fast enough to make it make sense to open up a crystal that costs $250,000. I mean, that's you can open up one of those a week, and just because of you could wind up with just gold at such a high percentage. Like it's not worth opening up a crystal that big. It's arguably still bad. I think uncollecteds are generally the best, personally, for like the rate at which you can get them, and being able to open up large amounts of battleship quantities quicker. You can wind up with the most opening Thronebreaker ones, but you can also get screwed over the most. The smaller ones you open, the closer you're going to get to an average. Which is why I do like doing the Thronebreaker ones. Because there's a chance you can skew to well above an average, but you can also get skewed well below. And it should, even out to about the same, no matter what you open in the long run. But in short terms, you can wind up massively ahead. I honestly don't like how slow the auto open is. It's cool that it exists. If you just like have a large, obviously it doesn't work for nexuses because you have to select something out of a nexus. But like if you just have a large number of other stuff that you just like can set your phone aside. It's like I need all these crystals open. Doesn't matter what I don't need to see what I get in them. And set your phone to the side for half an hour and let it just open stuff without having to look at it. Cool, whatever, But new super daily stuff. Ideally, you'd have to get more out of that. A new daily crystal from the web store, which is I always do like, because when they first come out, like the daily crystals are usually honestly pretty dang good, which is one of the main reasons early on to want to be the new progression as early as possible. Valiant really honestly hasn't felt, for the most part, that much as a premium over Paragon, until more recently. Like for the longest time, like we kept getting lumped in. Paragons would still get like the same stuff available to them as Valiants had, and it honestly didn't feel great. It was like there wasn't like a benefit to being, like a true benefit to being Paragon over Valiant for stuff like that for quite a while. Is Gentle broken? I feel like he's like not working the way he's supposed to. Also, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm like really bad. Give me a second. Ugh. I'm already on my second glass of tea. Ugh. Where's the? I know it's in here. Where is the? Oh, because it doesn't trigger against tech champions. I'm like, he's not been pausing the unstoppable, but like, I've usually been fighting with tech champions. Okay, never mind. We're good. I'm like, it's not pausing. I didn't realize it didn't do that versus techs. Makes sense now. Makes sense now. So bad lag. I need to do this too. That's bad. One the bark as well, the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. I don't honestly know why I say like this is like practically there's crumbs in here. It's like there's literally only just crumbs left. Like I don't know why I didn't just finish it. Oh, that was the last one. Cool. I was like, I thought I kind of lost track of where I was. It's a good thing. I'm glad that I ended up finishing right on time. And now we can go back here. Wow, I'm making a mess of the chips. Ooh, that's a pretty picture Abdo just sent. He's a little birdie. I know the long one. Who will evade more? Hey, yeah, yeah. Cosmic yesterday. I can just start naming cosmics. Cull? Serpent? Did you already have? You probably already had him. Super Scroll? I mean, just name every cosmic. Well, that should be impressive if I could name all of them. Top 5 show of 2025. Anime stuff, probably. Scream, solid. Honestly, solid. I think Medusa probably is overall more useful and better than Scream, but Scream is solid. Did you know? No, you baby boy. Come on. Alright, I want to see if I can't. There we go. It was like it didn't happen fast enough. Oh, I like Falkling. I don't like him for questing so much. He's fine for like EQ help tools, but for like story content, I don't really like him for that. Help tools are just too big. As a 7-star though, if I take him to rank 4, which I will if I get him, he's gonna go to rank 4. I did not mean to throw that. Like I'm committing to him at rank 4 if we get him and Kingpin. Although honestly, if we could somehow get a Punisher, Kingpin will go at least to rank 3. If we happen to get Punisher will actually get the rank 4 over Kingpin, I think. As much as I like Kingpin, Punisher I think is gonna be solid. Yeah. I'd rather mine get banned to leave up somebody else than to have to ban him myself. There's a lot of like meta champions he's not going to be fighting well. A little puff. You mean buff? Did they do something to him? I haven't noticed. Did they change his kit somehow? Oh, they changed his cane? Did they give him like a candy cane? Is it like striped for the season? Honestly, that would be like a nice little touch. They gave him like a candy cane for the month, and like if it was only for this update and like it went back to normal, like I would be like, props to you guys for like the effort. Be fantastic. You're gonna make me like look at him now, because I haven't heard any like announcements. Powerpuff. Okay, Sega's the same. That's the same. That's the same. Same. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. I mean, I think that's the same value. That's obviously the same. Okay, so we had the degeneration, yeah, that's all the same. Like, he looks the same. Oh, did they make it 100% chance to purify? Did I not notice that? I was looking at the numbers, I wasn't looking at the 100% chance to purify it. Dang. That honestly actually makes him easier to fight, knowing it's gonna get purified, versus anybody that doesn't like reduce it. Rather than like trying to get it to land. Interesting. I'm not gonna hate on that. Yeah, did they change the hood synergy? Because that's now completely irrelevant. It's just plus 100% purifier base chance, so it's like that would give him a 200% chance to purify, basically. So he's like guaranteed. Like even if your ability actually gets lowered, you'd have it's basically guaranteed. You'd have to get it lowered so much, which there's nothing that really lowers more than that. That you'd reasonably come across. So honestly, I don't mind it. Yeah, 60%. It was pretty low. Like it was high, but it was like also like you couldn't like count on anything sticking, but like you could reasonably get several things to stick. But it does have a cooldown, so if you could actually reparry him and have like you'd have like a guaranteed the second time if he did it fast enough. If he attacked you fast enough, the second parry would be guaranteed to stick. I think. Yeah, I was it even in the patch notes? Or do they just do the same thing they did with Stealthy and like make a tweak to him and not say anything? No, it's definitely not a bug. Yeah, like Stealthy, completely under the radar. That one I knew about, like, just the first time I saw it. Kingpin, I feel like that makes sense. I fought him a bunch of times, but I've not actually looked at the numbers. But I do think it has felt maybe that like he's been shrugging more. That like stuff hasn't been sticking, so that actually makes sense. But again, like that sort of thing like should be mentioned in somewhere. It shouldn't just like, oh yeah, this thing is now different and we didn't tell you anything. It's like honestly a little annoying. I find it a little annoying. Because changes like that, it's not like insignificant. Because if you didn't know that, like if you tried to like parry Kingpin and like think maybe you could get one to stick, it's basically never gonna stick, unless he like unless it's a reparry. So. Passive. What about passive gene? What about who? What's it now? That's part of her kit though. That's like that's in her sig ability. It's always been in her sig ability. It's not like a new thing. Bro, what the heck happened to my thing? Bro, why you break on me? It broke. Heck damn it. Really obnoxious. And you're dead. Come on. What is going on here? It's just not coming. It's really annoying. But I guess they don't want to like bring attention to it and have people like be complaining on it. Maybe, I don't know. But there's no downside to like that change. Realistically, it technically would make them. It would technically make them maybe slightly harder to fight, but it'd make them more consistent to fight. So, yeah. King of Node 10. Is that the shock incinerate one? Because Onslaught's the king of that node. It literally doesn't matter who is on that node, he crushes it. He can do literally any fight on that node. With the exception, I would say, of Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is still a butt munch on that fight. So Dark Phoenix should go on that node. If we want to hurt, like, she should be on defense. I think she goes on that node. Unless there's a harder node she can go on, because that one's like, you're not soloing that fight. Like, it's not happening. It's just not happening. Because I did that last time we've had the big things. Dark Phoenix was a butt munch. Solvark even? I mean, he I don't know how he interacts with like it's all energy stuff. So like the Nova Flames, I don't know how dangerous that is for him. If it winds up being too much negative. But her basic hits are all physical, I think, right? Or does her basics do energy? I'm actually not sure. But I think the special 2 is energy on that. If they're physical at all, if you get that Nova Flame on, even if the Nova Flame itself isn't doing much, like you'll just, any blocked hits will be bad. Because it reduces your block proficiency by a lot. You can just eat a bunch of damage that way. But if the Nova Flame is like inconsequential damage, then because versus a Onslaught, it definitely is very consequential, and it's not bueno. Why are you not dead? Just be dead. So with the exception of Dark Phoenix, Onslaught can basically do anybody. Also probably wouldn't be the best for like the Captain Britain. Because of all the knocking down and stuff. But outside of those two, is there anybody else that would be like bad to use him versus? Definitely those two. I'd say probably just bad for, like, technically, we do Dark Phoenix. There's nothing like wrong with that matchup. It's just the way things line up, and you're just gonna wind up dying from the Nova Flames and block damage trying to keep your stuff up. Pre-fights. He has pre-fights? Or you're saying like use somebody else's pre-fights to do the fight with? In which case, who would you use? I think I only ever saw her on Node 10 once during last time the season was that way. But I did not score that well on it. Like my first run was like decent, and then like started just doing 40% revives. Like it took me several more. War Machine prefence, gotcha. Yeah, which I think gets you like the Fury or something like that he can put on there, or something like that. Or I don't know, armor. I don't know. I don't usually use him. I don't remember what he could do. That makes sense. It makes the sense. Alright, how high? We're at least in second right now, I think. Never mind. We're barely in. Sheesh. I mean, even if we do our record, like, we're only in third. Gross. That's unfortunate. Equal to his armor, which he has. I mean, he doesn't actually have. He doesn't have resistance, right? He just regens back energy damage. And energy equal to armor. That would be a lot, actually. So that would probably be pretty solid. He's got more than just. He's got more than one. Can you use more than one of his? You can use all of them, right? Is that the only one that would like do any benefit for him? But he's got more than the one. Oh. Only you live in snow. Jolly Christmas. Oh, the lag! I'm not holding off EQ for any particular reason, but like I kind of am holding off. Like, even if my prestige went up a solid chunk, the amount extra in the rewards I get is pretty inconsequential. Because like 2,000 more is like basically the next like major, or is the next bracket. Because they're not brackets, but like 2,000 more prestige, and like it's an inconsequential amount of extra stuff for another 2,000 prestige to get, which is a lot of prestige. So it doesn't particularly matter if I started now, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But I am gonna hold off a little bit because like it doesn't hurt to do it. I'm not like in a rush to do it. Energy isn't like an issue, so even if I wait longer, it'll just take a couple like refills. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Perfect. But there's some more extra good stuff in the EQ, I suppose. But honestly, outside of like a little bit extra Awakening Gem shards and Titan shards, honestly, is the bigger add right now in the current. Even if you had the max rewards prestige, which I don't think anybody has. I don't think prestige prestige can get that high at the moment. Like the T7 and that stuff like that. Like even at the max prestige, which was like a lot more prestige, is fairly inconsequential. It's like a lot more Titan shards, but it's so far ahead of in prestige that it's like it's not even worth thinking about anyway. Oregano. Yeah, it takes having a lot of 4 stars maxed out to really do it. Technically maxed out 3 stars work too, it would just take substantially longer. Unless you're using the boost. You only need 4.4 million to max out. But I'm using only maxed out 4 stars. It's kind of boring and tedious, but I do it in small chunks. I don't do it all at once. I'll do it most 17 rounds at a time. Technically, at most 18 if I have like one like ready to go already. So actually, I guess technically the most would be 19. 17 rounds I have access to, and if I have one in the chamber, and then that one goes off cooldown. No, it'd still be 18. Never mind, 18 would still be the most. Four runs of 25. Nice. It would take me 6 runs. If I just did full runs of the 17. So two a day. But the way I do it in little chunks extra, like work and stuff, it winds up, it doesn't work out exactly like that. Need 40. I mean, you don't need that many, but I mean, 40 would be 10 rounds, or so that'd be, yeah, 39 would be 13 rounds. So do like 36 is like a good place to start. Not necessarily. I mean, 4 stars are just so. But you are invited. Okay. Yeah, it's just. Where are we doing? That's not helpful. But. I mean, honestly, it's. I don't have like good advice for that, because like honestly, it would take you a lot of gold that you wouldn't have being in early progression probably. Yes, we got one. God. Come on, give me. We got one. So much lag. I can't do my inputs at all. Oh, you're not like doing that bad then. If you're like almost done with Act 9, then well, even just as like an initial clear, like that's deep in the game. Like it takes a lot of hours to go that deep. Even if you know what you're doing, like that's a lot of hours. And for the people that aren't like speedrunning Valiant, you know, it's like, I mean that's months and months of playing regularly. Where's my parry, bro? Did not do that. So, I mean, if you're that deep, then you shouldn't be that gold poor. There's a lot of gold in some later stuff that 4 stars wouldn't be like. If you wanted to like rank up a few more, they wouldn't be like as big a drag on your gold, because they're pretty inexpensive. A lot. It's less than like 1 million gold to max out from brand new 4-star to maxing out. I think I'm pretty sure it's less than like 1 million gold, or around 1 million gold maybe if you're using the class ISO. Actually, do I still have that tab open with the chart? I don't know that I do. I don't think I do actually. Looks like I do not. Otherwise, I would double check, because there you can, like, using Google, you could find a level up chart, like how much approximate the gold it costs to level up 4 stars and stuff. And that'll give you a rough idea of how much it would cost, outside of like needing the catalysts themselves, which honestly they're dirt cheap if you didn't have any to like buy some with like Battlegrounds currency or something, or even like some of the other ones like using Glory, they're dirt cheap. So you just like started to slowly work on them, getting them ranked up. It honestly, in the long run, if you wanted to be able to do the arena and to save time doing it, like in the long run, it'd be very valuable to do. But that's just me. But then technically, I mean, if you have like boosts to work with, or you want to use boosts, if you're not doing it like all the time, but you can sometimes do it, maxed out 3 stars, it's even cheaper than 4 stars. You use them boosts, like would get you points actually faster than 4-star without any boosts on. Near enough. Why does this keep like lagging out on me? I just don't really like taking the time, it takes to like put on all the 3-star boosts. It's really just kind of annoying, so I don't even bother with doing that, even though it would technically take less rounds. Like you're adding some time just throwing out all the boosts, so it like winds up taking probably around the same amount of time anyway. Might be slightly faster technically, but boosts are technically more limited of a resource. I've got enough, like I could probably do nothing but 3 stars boosted for like a couple months probably. But all the other boosts that aren't 3 stars and stuff would wind up just getting sold and be excess. Because I've got thousands of friggin' arena boost crystals. It's a little excessive. Have Arena, it should be next Thursday. Should be. Next Thursday. Yeah, it's always like the next batch after like it's always like the week after, because we just got like his pre-release offers come out, so like it's always the next new round, so the next round 1 of Champions, because this is round 1, and then round 2 is the Monday round, is the second round of whatever the new round is. So round 1's always Thursday. So it should be Thursday. Broski the leg. That one I just kind of messed up. That's okay. Whew. I kept wanting to think this was Dark Phoenix, but Dark Phoenix doesn't exist in the first. Always throws me off because they have such similar looking profile pictures. Like it's very subtle, the difference. Need another, like, what, 300,000? I'll do this one for the milestone, and I'm just gonna leave it for the rest for tomorrow's me. Leave it for tomorrow's me. It'll be tomorrow me problem. Make it tomorrow me's problem. So we'll need to finish that and do the entirety of the 4-star, but or the basic. But the basic, it takes so little time and effort, so I don't even bother with it until like day 3. Smash out the feature. I don't have to worry about it. Delaying the inevitable. Arena. It is inevitable. For reals, though. That. So I've got good conversion though. And we got the stand up. Very nice. Then nice. That was my fault. I was so slow to try and punish that. It was so slow. Undupe still kills it. Mine is only recently duped. The dupe help makes her substantially faster for, like if you play her to get what her dupe does for you, because the passives do a lot more damage specifically versus cosmics. It does even more, because the triggers are 20% more potent versus everybody, but 40% more potent versus cosmics than their passive, which is 40% more damage on, especially when the big one is like the special 2 one. If you get all the incinerates being passive, then that's just straight 40% more damage, but like, it's a lot of damage. Symbiote's Supreme is pretty good for Serpent. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Do I even care? We've got more skill. Honestly, I really don't. I'm just gonna sell that. I don't even care. We'll just get rid of it. Same with the alloy. I mean, that's a tier 3, but we kind of get a lot of tier 3s. The tier 4 that I don't want to have expire, but that's still got a week and a half on it. So I'll go ahead and just get rid of these 2. That's fine. Sing yo, what's good? Welcome back, man. Honestly, this would be faster if I just do it this way. Just set it to basic and then get rid of it. Let's see, we got those. That's fine. Yeah, it's like I have a lot like expiring just all the time. Not one. I'm gonna spend the rest of the stream doing Battlegrounds. So that is what we're doing. That would make sense, Arun. Not doing any friendlies tonight. I need to like actually grind, but so this is like the disconnect. Like when English is not first language, you don't necessarily use all the words necessary to get the point across you're trying to get across in English. So that's my bad. But I think that just maxed out my marks actually. No, okay, still I would say probably. They'll probably do the calculations, and then we'll get it probably today. Which is weird for AQ because we usually get it Monday morning, but like the event doesn't usually end until that morning. So it's like a bit weird. Fresh chips. Delicious. I'm gonna restart the game. It's battlegrounding time. So, the latest obviously would be Monday. That's like the normal AQ reward time. But as realistically, what's another 2 days to get what the Coliseum rewards are anyway? Like, it's not gonna make a difference. There definitely are some, which hopefully they address. There's definitely multiple people needing ban for it. Get them out of here. But realistically, they probably only need to check, for the most part, like the top, like 100 or so alliances for modders, and then the brackets kind of are spaced out enough after that that, like, if there are like a few modders, it wouldn't like mess with the rank rewards really at all. As long as like the very top end doesn't have modders in there, it would probably be fine. Still get rid of the modders, but like, I mean, maybe. I don't know. But there are some legit, like, really deep runs with certain champions. Yeah, that's not possible because Northstar friggin' sucks for it. And the other thing, like, he's actually extra worse for it if you happen to like go deeper, because his combo is longer because of the extended hits. The extra hits don't count as more on the charges. So like a medium, he has a 3-hit medium, but it would one medium wouldn't take off all 3 charges. One medium would only take off 1. So you still need to do 3 medium attacks, which would take longer. So once you're deep and that timer is super short, like, you just fail due to that. But anyway, that's a whole other. Let's go to you. Go to you. That one. But that's like a super egregious. Yeah, because like, yeah, it's like Because I did try it once with North Star. It's just like, you can't keep his tempo up. I could not throw a special 1 and get back to a special 2 before everything would just fall off. Like, you could spam special 1, but like that's not like super efficient either. So. Dang. Well, that winds up sucking. As does that. Sweet. We'll do that over Domino. Milestone. What milestone? Let's see. That is only rank 3. You can crush, but we'll do this. If he's smart, that was not. That was not it. This will be fine. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, there will. It's just a matter of how much there's going to be. I think he's going to beat me on time, though. Unfortunately. Crossbones just kind of collapse. Throw it. Yeah. It's too slow. Yeah, 44 seconds. I really need her duped so badly, dude. Beautiful. Shocker can do Thanos though. Yeah, dude, I think I just lost, dude. Fudge. Okay. Protection. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. Did you just quit out? Dude would have. Okay. Well. You still had a good chance of winning. Well. Yeah, you still had a chance of winning though. I should not have won that. Well, hot dang. I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, I had crossbones. But I had nothing but skill left. And who had to place? I'm not sure. It would come down to, like, if he had to place first, would have, I don't know, maybe given me advantage. Yeah. But I chose to do it the way I did. Would that be okay? Okay, we get rid of those. We get rid of that. There's a lot of rank 4s in that deck. You only rank 4? What the heck? Dude banned all of the Mystics. We're taking Dark Beams. I just used Yelena though, was the thing. I just used Yelena. course, I didn't get a mystic. Let's do it that way. And of course, dude, what? Dude, my drafts suck. I just got ruined in this draft, dude. Freaking ruined. I just lost so horrendously. Not even funny. Not cool, man. I mean, that's, yeah, 10's solid. If you can like do it, oh, that was so sketchy. All right, I want you to you. That's what we wanted. Dude. Come on. Dude, and I lost everything because of that too. Unbelievable. I wanted a special. Oh, at least it timed out. I wanted a special one. He did time out. At least got it down. I lost so much health though. That was winnable. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to win that one, but it was actually winnable. I got ruined a little bit. Unfortunate. That's just gonna, yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. He has to get just unlucky, otherwise, like... Come on. Bro, like... Come on. Ouchie mama. I messed this up so bad. Yeah, I knew he was gonna have a clean fight. Does it cost you throwing a special with power sting? Yeah, it depends on their attack. If there's any other mitigating things. Depends on how early on the fight it is. Because having them on you, you can willpower heal some, like, a couple, like, one of them back if there's no, like... Because just one on a champion that doesn't have a very high attack isn't that bad. But it depends on who you're using, the health pool you have, how much you can willpower heal back. He's been higher, and I was higher. I dropped a lot after I hit 225. Wasn't very pretty. I'm messing up for one, but lag is not doing me any favors, and that draft just was not in my favor at all. So, I was basically 3 things bad. My own play, lag, which I have no control over, and then just draft, which is RNG, so. Basically 2 out of 3, just kind of nothing I can do about it. And technically, my play is affected by the lag, so we'll call it 2.5. I don't use rerolls. We don't do that here. Versus the Thanos. Ooh, that's actually way in my favor. Okay, I think we're pretty 50-50 on this. Which honestly, since there's skill involved, I'll take 50-50. Like 50-50 is pretty good. That's, well, actually Thanos is a little bit, I'll go ahead and do that. Thanos is a bit slower because of the power stings. I'm gonna go with dude, I can't even hit C6, man. C5 is like out of the question. I lost 5 seconds on the load in here. Got it. We finally had a good fight! Woohoo! See, by that point, like, people have rank 5s, and then I'll still, like, not be even with everybody, so... It's like, I can't win no matter what. Well, in that, so, like, I can win, obviously, not, like, you know what I mean? Can you imagine if I didn't have any input errors, though? I definitely lose a good bit because of that. Like I'm in a good spot at the moment, actually. Give me whoever you want. It really doesn't matter. I can fight them all. All of those. Okay, that was... Come on. Dang it, dude. God, that just... she wouldn't throw it when I wanted her to. It didn't matter. Ugh. Oh, finally, freaking hair out of my mouth. I feel like that's been in my mouth for like... Wow. Dude, I'm right? Dude, Punisher feels so good. I would love a Punisher as a 7-star. Like, I hope there's a chance of getting him just out of the crystals and he's not, like, only a ranked reward. I hope there's at least a 6-star that I can get, because, like, I haven't been able to get him out of the crystal. Such a low chance. Yeah. Probably just got rooted at a bad time or something and in the middle of a heavy or something. And then whiffed and then just got punished for it. But even at 200, like, I'm not in Mysterion. It'll make him a slowdown at least. Plus, like, he seems like a lot of fun on offense. Like, being able to get consistent bleeds. Because right now, like, there's such a low chance of, like, actually getting the bleeds. Really annoying. Love the auto draft. Fantastic. I haven't been able to get like a good, clean piggy fight. That is a rank 4 blade. That is a choice. That is certainly a choice. I'm gonna need somebody. Yeah, okay, never mind. Wouldn't matter anyway. Again, I feel like this is pretty 50-50. Curious how well that looks gonna go. Wow, dude, that's not cool. How do I get parried there? What the heck, dude? Dude. How the crap was I parried punishing that? She's so slow standing up from her special 1, but the special 2, it's like instantaneous. Should not have lost that. Not even remotely. I mean, Venom can't, like, spam like you normally would, so I'm gonna do this. lag, bro. Still did it under 60 seconds. You're kidding me, dude. Even with the power sting, that's insane. I don't understand. Some people are like, "36 hits? That crit art, you must have had the most insane starting buffs, dude. 36 hits, that's insane. Half in bleed damage. I mean, I didn't think I was winning that with that anyway, that score, but dude, Thanos has been doing nothing for me on D. Like he's been nuked in under 60 seconds every single time I put him on defense. By a bunch of different champions. It's always done well. I don't understand it. I really don't. He's been just nuked every single time. That is insane. I don't think I have mine in the deck. Yeah, I don't have Venom in the deck. That kind of result, though, I mean, my Zemo, since he's only a 6-star, would probably be worth taking him in. That's absurdly fast. Because with him, you don't really want to throw your special 2, because you don't want to get Fury buffs. You want to have the precisions. Wild, dude. Wild. Actually, the one time I think the dude like timed out using or using this dude for the fight, but again, that's like exception. Jingle bell rock, and jingle bell ring. The frosty air. That time, it's the right time to rock the night away. It's right time, riding in a one-horse sleigh. Jingle bell rock. I gotta friggin' make this work, man. It's the right time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Riding in a one-horse sleigh. Like, I do kind of like this matchup generally. It just... crap. Frick. Throw the special! He would have freaking died too. I mean, it's just the slightest bit. Dude, like, just throw a special, dude. Dude, I can't have any clean fights in fights that are not that difficult, man. That's really annoying. Interesting. But okay. Alright, the problem here is going to be the freaking just lack of damage output. I'm losing too much time in my loadings, too. I'm losing 5 more seconds than I should. Lag, bro. So much damage. shoot. I hate when the cord does that. There we go. Barely won that. Dude just gave it to me there. Photon is not good for Sinistry. Well, I mean, he doesn't get the willpower from all the debuffs. Never mind. I mean, it's not going to be great though. Bro. Okay. I still think that's a win, but he's just gonna be too dang slow. God, that was terrible. That was the big dumb. I just went all kinds of finished full yellow bar though. Honestly, that wasn't even that slow. 90 seconds to fight him with a kind of a random champion. Like, look how close that was, dude. I only won by 120 points. Sorry, no, 103 points. Jeez. He almost won. Like, yeah, dude. I've gone back and forth. Like, I can't have clean fights, dude. Like, look at this. I started with a win today and then lost one. Like I'm right, basically, one win up on the day. Like, I want to get back over 200, man. Can't get 2 wins in a row to save my life. Look at that. I've only won round 1 once today. Like, that's killing me right now. Oh, actually, hold on. Before that starts, let me start the game again. But again, I also lost 5 seconds with the load in, so that made it closer than it should have been too. So there's also that. Come on. Bruh. It's so laggy. Trying to multitask here, and it's not multing or tasking very well. Like my load in. Actually, I only had a 4-second load in on that one. Or wait a minute, no, that's 6 seconds. Sorry, 76-second load in. So I only lost a couple seconds more than. And he had a 2-second load in. He had a 2-second load in to my 6 seconds. Like, what kind of crap is that? How is that remotely fair? I've never had a 2-second load. Like, very rarely, I think I've had maybe a 3-second. Usually 4-second at best. Like 4 seconds, I'm like fine with. Like 5 seconds, I'll usually wind up with. More than 5 seconds is just bad. 2-second load in, freaking ridiculous. 2-second freaking load in, dude. That's so absurd. It's obnoxious. Never had it that go that fast. Honestly, Zola's been like freaking a menace to me right now. Like, I can't have a clean fight versus him, so we're just gonna get rid of him. I just did not look at the right actions for that. Nico does it fast, too. I'm just in a bad... I'm in a bad spot, man. My drafts just keep sucking, man. Like, I'm not getting... what I need forever, dude. Ugh. Garbage. Garbage. Alright, well, let's just get this loss out of the way. Because he should put down Thanos. If he doesn't, like, he's messed up. Yeah. He messed up. Okay, well. Because actually, I can maybe do this one fast enough. Spiral is gonna be slower, I think. Dude, he gave me a round 1 win, bro. That's wild. He done messed up. He easily should have taken a round 1 here. That is not what I was after, but okay. gave me the win. He done messed up. Actually, if he just used Nico there, he still would have won. It took me a little bit longer to do the first of the 6 star. Like, she just has a big health pool, man. It's a very large health pool of a champ. Like, why is her health pool so big? Like, it makes no dang sense. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Don't matter. Done messed up. Down low, snow, let it snow. There is a storm. Yeah, that was fun. I think we're good for round 3 anyway. Don't throw it, don't throw it. Thank you. Shad bones, baby. 32 seconds. Dude, that would have been like, if he didn't throw that special 2, that would have been like 25 seconds. If we'd gotten the stand up there, it was Jover. Dude, that looks like freaking cheating right there. That was insane. I did get lucky that well, actually, I don't think it mattered because we probably would have shrugged it anyway. But we did actually fail that first power sting with only 1 Fury. Freaking Chad bones, dude. There's a reason we were able to get 20 health bars off with him in the Coliseum. Dude just like keeps ramping and is insane. Yeah, I think we had wound up just screwing him anyway for round 3, so ended up being okay. We broke 200. See, now I should call it a night there because it is late anyway, and I'm extra tired for not sleeping enough. Because if I play another and lose, we're back under 200, and then we're, you know, whatever. But I mean, I can play it. I can play it more tomorrow. So, just a final look at how we did in Coliseum. I did come in first. As far as like our alliance is concerned, we scored almost 430 million. And that's with not everybody doing all of it or leveling up all the podiums, so it's not that big a deal. Actually, how much currency do we have left? Oh, those are the tickets. We have 116,000. Okay, yeah, so we still have plenty. We still got tokens. We still got them. So I put up almost 21 million. So Thanos was good. Everyone else was just better. So Dark Phoenix was the worst. I think she only did like 11. Yeah, 11 bars. And then we had what, 16. I think we had like 18. 18 with her as well, actually, but also 2 tags. Why is it's been just less of a health bar. That's why they were so close. Then again, 20, but we didn't have any tags today. If we could have done them yesterday, it would have been nice. But Dark Phoenix had 2 tags as well, so I don't know. It was, I don't know. Just the overall setup. I don't know. So the lowest was Dark Phoenix with 11. She was, I think she could have done better. Like I kept just getting cornered with her specifically, like because she has root in her own special 2, and then like whenever he throws a special 2, you just keep getting, like I was just getting cornered and ruined, and it wasn't working very well. So kind of wish the top milestone was maybe a little bit higher than 3.5 million. For something maybe a little bit more. I mean, the rewards are great. I mean, a Titan, or not a Titan, but like a 7-star Nexus. Like we're gonna open that when we get it. It'd be nice. That was sweet rewards, yeah. But honestly, the Radiance is like just a bonus for the event at the moment. Like it's. So I'm hoping the solo one is like extra spicy. And functions maybe a little bit better, because this is for an A, like it has cool. It's cool as a mode, but for AQ, I think that it's not an AQ substitute by any means. It's too grindy, and it sucks for that. So that, it only lasts like for 3 days, so you have to grind it hard those 3 days to like actually make it happen. So like it needs to be a longer event, so you can like have like time to do what you need to with it, and then the way it whole does the tags every day is like you know, you lose out on the what potential tags there. Like I'm not a fan of that, and just the excessive grindiness of it with the podium levels and how much experience it takes. For really no other reason than the sole fact that they can like sell the experience to like, hey, because it's literally impossible to grind it manually. Like it would be impossible in 3 days to have run it enough times to go to level 8 on even a single podium, let alone all 5. Like it's completely unreasonable. Yeah, but it's you against like yourself, basically. It's solo though. I do like solo stuff because I'm not relying on anybody else to also grind. Like I can be grindy, and I placed first in the alliance for points this iteration. Like I grind, like that's. But it's like we have like I did 20 million. We had a couple people around the 20 million mark. But we have also a bunch of people that are under 10 million, which is under half. You know, it's like, you know, it's I don't know. There is, but you know, it's whatever. See what's the defenders that are here right now? I'm not gonna worry about this right now, but Zola. Let's see, this one's interrupting special heavy attack, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. Power efficiency makes that slightly annoying, but there's definitely worse ones. This one I could see being a little annoying. Is Nico a Nico might be able to do that, right? Ooh, this one I could see being kind of annoying. Honestly, I think this is a good placement because she is like, wow. I don't think there's any good options for that actually. There's nobody that like blocks healing that can like deal with what she does, because a lot of the heal block are like techs, which are bleed immune, which you take more damage from in it on her burst. Dang. Dang, yeah, that would be annoying. Kushala is not Saga, is she? She could do it. Bastion doesn't have heal block. Bastion literally could not do that fight. He would time the crap out really badly. Be literally impossible. It's actually a distinct possibility you could wind up dying straight up, but no. There's some rough defenders combos for sure. There's actually a lot more worse defenders since the last time this iteration came out that like make some of those nodes even worse actually. Dang. The problem is like then you have to deal with Yelena's abilities. Sentinel can like work for the node, but then like Yelena does her thing and you're not getting good damage. Because of the damage. Although to be fair, it's not you don't get a fury from the node. It's basically a damage vulnerability on the defender. So you'd actually still get a multiplier on damage because it's not fury. It's basically damage multiplication on the defender itself and not a multiplier of attack on you. But you would still mitigate your base that gets multiplied because of Yelena's abilities. Anyway. And then obviously you can't really do much when she hits her elimination mode, and then you have to wait that out, and you could use your special 3 once to save you. Again, only once, and then if you didn't get the solo, then I mean you don't get that again. You get his regen once per quest, so yeah, it'd be rough. And I don't think he's Saga, is he? Who are all the Saga champions right now? Is there any Saga champion that would actually work? Is there any like heal block? I mean, Punisher triggers heal block when you trigger a healing, but like he wouldn't be that great. Bastion doesn't have a heal block. Viv actually might be interesting. Viv could do it. Viv actually, so far, feels like anti-venom. How potent is that healing actually? Could you just like heal reversal it with anti-venom, or I don't think leader would work that well. Because the debuff's not lasting long enough versus her. Anti-venom, because his debuffs are permanent apart from the special one petrify, you might be able to just heal reversal it down or even like void. Same thing. Like his debuffs aren't duration based, so if you have a high sig void, and if you could just reverse it that way, that should probably be the best way to do it. If that regen is potent enough to make that make sense. How potent is that regen for the dash back? – 7.5% of max health. Yeah, I think that would work. Yeah, just use a heal reversal, I think. So like a void, or I think that would work. That would probably be the best option there. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the best way. Actually wouldn't be as bad as I thought. Not be as bad as I was thinking. Depending on like how much good a spacing you had when the elimination triggered and stuff, and if she was like playing defensively enough that you didn't get cornered, I think that fight would actually not be that bad. Now, if this worked differently and there was still bans in place, then you could make this even harder by getting rid of some options like that on key potential fights that you have as defenders. But realistically, the only way to do that effectively would be like each battle group would have to have like the same kind of placement, and then because the bans aren't per battle group, right? The bans are for the war as a whole, right? I think, as far as I know. I don't know. Either way, we're calling it. Have good nights, people. I need to double check, like, because I didn't watch that either. I'm like a couple days behind, I think, on my. And then I'll get that later. Oh, dude, yeah, because that was, yeah, I'm like a couple days behind on my. So I'll have to catch up on some anime stuff. If Max is still alive, we can. There's no way he's still alive. It's, yeah. No, I was like, I don't see. Yeah. So we'll just call it there. Have a good night. I may or may not stream tomorrow. It just kind of depends on how late I do end up sleeping. Because like I said, I do go to take care of a couple things. Go to this. Want to catch up on some stuff. Just kind of chill a little bit. My weekends are weird. So like But yeah, if I can get up at a reasonable time and figure a couple things out. But we'll see. I do want to try also, though, because it needs to happen, and I want to cook something anyway, is do the sparm for Usafa, because he's been waiting for months on that. And I've just been not cooking, and then anyway, so it's gonna happen. I want to do it this weekend, but we'll see how we're feeling. If I want to actually do that or not. I have everything I need to make it, I think. So it'll just be a good time. So good nights. Have a good weekend. If I don't see you until Monday, but I'll be around. I'll be someplace. So peace.